And Stephen Reeves, and where I got mine in Kipahulu, said that he got a 55-pounder off his thing. And you know, the way these grow out of the brack of the branch. I mean, it's just amazing how the tree supports these. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100. It can get up to 100 pounds. It's the largest fruit in the world. The Guinness Book of World Records.
Jackfruit.
What's that? Oh, this is coconut oil. Any kind of oil helps when you prepare jackfruit. You want to have good knife. Put some oil on it.
Yeah, Ryan likes to dance around the edge of getting cut.
Yeah.
Put some coconut oil in a knife.
Yeah. You gotta have a jackfruit rag and some kind of surface that could get sticky because there is latex in the jackfruit. Especially when it's really sticky, you know, like gummy.
When you just cut it off the tree, a lot of latex comes out, so you gotta let that bleed out. Yep.
Yeah. And when it ripens up really good, properly, you should be able to open it with your bare hand like this. You can see right here. You can just sometimes just tear into it without a knife.
I love it when you talk like that.
So depending on the kind of jackfruit, this is a little bit more of a wild jackfruit. Like some of the more grafted cultivars are.
Don't throw up on the jack.
Yep. Two at a time. You got to do two at a time.
Whoa!
Say that again? Yeah. But you know it's ripe when you can open it with your bare hands, right? So that's one technique for most jackfruit. Some of the grafted cultivars do keep it a little bit tighter. There's a central core that goes right down the middle of the jackfruit. There's probably approximately 250, maybe 300 segments of fruit that connect to the central core. And inside each one is a seed that you can plant another jackfruit. They're very vibrant, are very prolific. Yeah, they grow really easily. They sprout really well. They're pretty resistant to most diseases. And don't require, you know, a lot of fertilizer. They're a great windbreak tree because the fruit hangs from the trunk and doesn't fall off in the wind. But there is a central core that'll go down. It doesn't go all the way. It goes to about here. So I like to cut this part off first because, you know, generally you got to have a group of people around when you're eating a jackfruit because, you know, this is medium size. And, you know, you want to let people know what it tastes like, and you know, the anticipation's getting.
It's terrible. You guys won't like it.
Yeah. So you can get this piece off, and then you got a flower here. This is a softer jackfruit, so the pieces come out really easy. I believe there's one that came tonight from Whispering Winds, and that's maybe an orange flesh one. Just guessing because I saw some that they had.
I think so.
Yeah, and so those ones tend to be a little bit more crispy. Some people prefer those. This is a little bit more goopy. And so the pieces, like you try to chew it into two pieces, and you'll never chew it into two pieces. It remains one piece. You know, goes in one piece unless you can cut it in half. But they just come out like this. You can open this up like a flower. Take this little piece of core out right here, and you can just see all these segments just fall out. Vince was talking about Stephen Reeves in Kipahulu. I heard a story from him that when he was in Uganda, I want to say Uganda, he said that there's all kinds of political turmoil or whatever going on over there. But he said the children were like taken care of because the forest was providing jackfruit. And you see like kids in the side of the road. He's like, "What are those kids doing?" And they're like all like huddled around the jackfruit. And they all got like got their bellies, their jackfruit belly. They're all like getting nourished. It's about 90% carbohydrate, and jackfruit is maybe 5% fat, 5% protein. That's the flesh. You see how easy these pieces just come out. It's not too difficult to prepare if it's the right ripeness. And like I said, so once you can open it up, and you just eat the inside, the yellow flesh.
As you can see, we can't feed ourselves here on Maui.
Yeah, there's a lot of calories in a jackfruit. a very large appetite myself, and so does the rest of my family members, and we get full. We eat jackfruit, we get jacked up. We eat as much as we can, and then at the end, it's like, if it's this size, it's tough to finish it. But as I take all these pieces, a lot of people are intimidated. What do I do with the jackfruit? I can't eat it all at once. You take all these pieces, you can remove the seeds, you can just take them all out and stick them in a jar. They're usually good for 3 or 4 days to get them. And
now I was just told too that you can take the seeds, soak them for 2 days, and then cook them in the salty water, and then you can eat the seed. Yeah,
the seed is very nutritious as well, so if you want to go, really sustainable, get the maximum out of it, yeah, it's like a potato or a chestnut. You just want to get the skin off. You can eat it raw, but the skin's kind of in the way, and it adheres to the inside, the nut. So if you can get that off, you can eat it raw or just spit it out.
Now see the skin here? You eat the skin and it'll clean your colon.
Yeah. Scrapes it out.
Scrapes it right out.
But you can use the seeds, you can use the fruit, and then what I personally like to do with my rind is to feed it to my worms. The ducks like it too, they go pick at it, but the worms pretty much do a great job of finishing it up.
We have a jackfruit tree that they're dropping before they're ripe. Does anybody know what might be able to do to help?
Micronutrients. Usually micronutrient deficiency when your fruit's not setting properly to where, it's doing that, yeah. Check, do you have soil test done?
Not down there. No.
Well, it's lots it could be to do with genetics. Like, did you plant a grafted tree that you bought from the store, like that had a name on it, or was it just like
adopted? It's already there.
It was just kind of already there. So there are inferior varieties of jackfruit. I don't know unless I would, know a little bit more about it.
Last one.
Yeah.
Cut it back, man. Get in there, and threaten that tree.
Yeah.
Threaten the tree.
Hit it with a chain.
Put the machete next to it. Say, you feel the metal? You watch. It'll hold its fruit.
Yeah. Elevation is amazing. Like, okay, so I'm at 1,800 feet, and they grow. And they fruit well. They're really good. I think I've read up to 3,000. But they grow a lot slower, and they prefer more. It's tropical, so lower would be better. They're going to do a lot better in areas where they get more water too. Where I'm at in Kula, we don't get much water, so we definitely have to irrigate. But pretty fast-growing tree. In the right conditions, I've heard as little as 18 months from seed you could get fruit. Now that's like everything is perfect. You got the perfect climate, perfect seed, perfect nutrients, and you can do that.
Ryan, this is something we should do every month with a different fruit, yeah?
Yeah.
Different exotic fruit. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Sunlight or shade, right?
So what about dangers?
Wait. He's got a question in the back. Yeah.
What about dangers of falling jackfruit?
It's a lot better than falling durian. Falling durian is definitely lethal. Jackfruit, you might just get knocked out.
Well fed. Might get knocked out. Who's got a question here?
You just answered. The sunlight or shade was the question.
Oh, yeah, they like full sun. Yeah, probably a little shade in the beginning when they're first growing, but as a nurse, you need like a nurse plant around them, whatever. They need maybe even their own little windbreak in the beginning just to go.
How much do you buy it for?
How much do I buy it for? It depends by the fruit or by the pound. 50. The wholesale price is like 50, 75 cents a pound, and so the retail is like 89 to maybe $1, $1.29. You start getting into large size fruit, you're like $1.30. That's a 30-pound fruit. Very intimidating. Unless you know that it's a good one, So that's why, I'm your man. Come ask me, you want to make sure you're making an investment. You're going to have a party. And, you want to make sure that when you crack that open, everyone's going to be satisfied, yeah?
I can attest.
But they do, like in the Filipino community, a lot of times I hear that they will discard the fruit and just eat the seeds. They feed the fruit to the pigs, you know, good carbohydrate, you know, for the pigs. But I think that's more like what they would do with an inferior variety, because there are many inferior strains. Or if you pick it unripe, you really, before you pick it, it should have smell. You should be able to smell it. Like you smell the fruit, oh, smells like juicy fruit, nice, then it can come down. What's your experience with like Demon Pink? Is that maybe not the case with the Demon Pink? You can pick that one a little bit more. It's a special, smaller size, really good flesh, but most of the wild ones, or these goopy kind, like I won't buy it from a retailer perspective. Like if it doesn't smell great, I don't want it, because I want to be able to guarantee it to a customer that's going to buy it. So it's got to have some smell already. It should also have at least a slight yield on the tree, just at least a little bit of give, not, you know, brick.
Well, everybody, if you pass around. We got to get on to the next segment, but please see Ryan afterwards. If you got any more questions, thank you so much, Ryan.
Yeah.
Right on. What a great. Great segment here. All right. Enjoy the jackfruit.
From your fruit?
No, this is